welcome to another episode of For the Record. So today's album I want to talk about is DMX. As you all know, DMX just recently passed away. Rest in peace, DMX. DMX was one of the realest, one of the coldest, one of the rawest. He lived that lifestyle. He legit came from nothing and made something. Like, he came from jack shit. Motherfucker was used to robbing people all the time. He got introduced to crack at an early age. Motherfucker went through a lot of shit. So this is gonna be kind of like a vinyl review of Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. But also at the same time, we're gonna discuss the price increase of his album. So like, even I think was it yesterday, I saw on Facebook that his songs hit #1 on iTunes. So why does everybody love somebody once they're gone? Why do they all of a sudden just, now I gotta go out and listen to DMX again? Now his album's gonna go up to triple, quadruple the fucking price that they were. So I'm gonna end up showing you a screenshot of what I paid for the album and then what the album is now, and I will put those up in either corner. I don't know which one yet. Haven't made that far in the video editing part, so I'll let you know when we get there. You'll see it come up on the screen anyways. So before DMX died last year, I bought this album. Marilyn Manson is also on this album. One of the other reasons I bought this album, other than I love every single song on this album. There's not one song that I don't like on this album. So, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood is the second album by American rapper DMX. It was released on December 22nd, 1998. A little more than 7 months after his debut album, It's Dark and Hell is Hot, entered the charts at #1 and stayed there for 3 consecutive weeks with over 6,700 million units shipped in the first week. The album eventually went 3 times platinum in the US and the second rapper to have 2 albums released in the same calendar year debut at #1 on the US Billboard Top 200. The first being Tupac with All Eyes on Me, February 1996, and then the Don Killian, The 7 Day Theory, November 1996 later album was released under alias Machiavelli, this making DMX the first rapper to release 2 #1 albums by the same name under the same year. In the picture here, that was actually real goat's blood that they used for the photo. That's the back of it. So with this album, I think I paid $18 plus shipping. Ooh. Now you can be lucky if you can find it under $100, which I think is personally stupid. Why don't you love a motherfucker while they're still here on Earth? Because, you know, all the people purchasing his album now, you know, he could have used that money when he was still alive. Not, you know, I guarantee that it's going to go to his family and all, and it probably would have in the first place. But don't you think that could have helped his situation? Help him get back up on his feet? You know, supposedly he finished an album before he died, because I know he was supposed to come out with one. I actually said that the other day when my boss told me last week when he was in the hospital. I was like, he was just supposed to come out with a new album. Him and Swiss Beats was at it again. So this is a picture disc. It's blood splatter, clearly. It's pretty cool. I like it. Not the biggest fan of picture discs. I own quite a few of them. I didn't honestly even know this was a picture disc when I bought it. I should have known with the blood splatter, but it's cool. And it came with little inserts. Remember Def Jam Fight for New York? That was my shit back in the day. The Omen, I believe it's song number 10 on this, is the one that has Marilyn Manson on it. Bring Your Whole Crew. That was one of my other favorite songs. I really love that. Look at that picture. That is an amazing picture. This is a dude that came from nothing and made it. And he had a really troubled past, and he was addicted to drugs, and he was used to that thug lifestyle, so he got many gun charges. uh, many cases where he had to go to prison. And you know, I felt like DMX could have had a way better career than he did if he could have just stayed off the drugs. And I feel like there are other people out there that should have helped him. And I know you can only help someone so much, and especially if they don't want the help, then there's nothing you can do for them. But come on, man, it was fucking DMX, dude. Like, honestly, I was getting ready for work and I seen that he passed away, and honestly, that fucked up my whole day. Like, right then and there. Like, that shit made me sadder than a motherfucker. Like, I grew up listening to DMX. I made very good memories listening to DMX with all my friends, and I was planning on buying It's Dark and Hell is Hot here real soon, and I guess that ain't gonna happen because I'm not paying $250 for a fucking DMX record, which is bullshit. But, you know, I was trying to get all his albums while he was even still alive, so, like, I feel like all these people buying their albums now, like, fuck you, straight up. Like, I don't give a shit. Why don't you love a motherfucker while they're still here? Because I feel like all your priorities are ass backwards. Like MF Doom. Like, soon as he fucking dropped off, his album fucking skyrockets. You know what I mean? Like, fucking hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And it's like, you know, if you love them so much, you should have their album before they pass away. You should be listening to their music. So, let's get this straight. I, for one, never stopped listening to DMX. Since I was a kid, I've always listened to DMX. I never stopped listening to DMX. I actually got more into hip-hop as I got older. I didn't like a lot of hip-hop when I was, like, a lot younger, like in my grade school days or whatever. But once I hit, like, middle school, high school, that's when I really started getting into hip-hop. And once I got into it, there's so many artists that, like, my friends got me into. And, you know, DMX was actually one of the few rappers other than like Dr. Dre, Wu-Tang Clan. I liked them since I was a little kid. Like, there was no fake in that part. And I think one of the reasons why I liked him is because you could tell by his rawness and his realness that there was no bullshit in him. He wasn't fucking lying to you. All this shit he really did do. Like, and he got to make something out of himself and get himself out of there and fucking buy his mom a house and all this other shit and fucking, you know, like, whatever. He had fucking money, but he didn't spend it on himself. He fucking helped everybody else around him because he cared that much. Instead of, you know, what Sweet Beats said, instead of praying for himself, he's praying for 50,000 people in a stadium instead, even though he needs more prayers than they do. And that's just the type of person he was. And, you know, I feel like if people really knew X, then it was a different story. And I've always loved DMX since I heard It's Dark and Hell's Hot. I mean, once I heard that album, I was an X fan right then and there. Like, I remember listening to him in my buddy Clint's car when we was riding around before school, smoking up and stuff. Like, I've always listened to DMX. Even throughout high school, a lot of my friends liked him, especially when he came out. And then there was X and The Great Depression. Those came out when I was in high school. I remember even my neighbors even had their albums banging them shits. My favorites were always his first two. I always love his first two albums. Those are just straight up the illest shit ever. Like, I really do like The Great Depression and then there was X, but they're not my favorites. And that's just me being real with it. Like, I'm not going to tell you some shit that, you know, whatever. But I must say, on this album right here, Slippin' was really good. The Omen, like I said before, Ain't No Way, We Don't Give a Fuck, Keep Your Shit for the Hardest, or Keep Your Shit the Hardest, and then It's All Good. And then My End, which you know what that is, but Bring Your Whole Crew, that was one of my favorite songs too. Like, I used to fucking put on this album and instantly start vibing because you can listen to it front to back. It's all good. I would say for a DMX album, this is one of his best albums. And honestly, I can't say that I like this one more than It's Dark and Hell's Hot because I really love both of them pretty equally. But I give this a solid 9 for DMX because this album is straight up amazing. This came out in 1998. Dude is from New York. He was on Def Jam, Rough Riders. He had the Rough Rider anthem that they made and shit. And, you know, I just feel like this whole thing of DMX albums going up in price is just fucking bullshit. Like, I can't believe it. So, you're telling me, you know, 7-8 months ago I was able to pay $18 and now I gotta pay $350 for a fucking album. Like, yeah, fuck you, I ain't doing it. And then I also ordered this not too long ago before he passed away, and I'm glad I did, because now I even see these on eBay for outrageous fucking prices. And this is just the greatest hits. And honestly, this the Rough Riders anthem on this, to me, it sounds different than the original, but I mean, it could just be me, I'm not really sure. And then it's got What's My Name, Party Up in Here, X is Gonna Give It to You, What These Bitches Want, Get on the Floor, Where the Hood At, How's It Going Down, Slippin', Lord Give Me a Sign, Party Up in Here remix, and Lord Give Me a Sign remix. So yeah, I think it's overall a good album, and I'm definitely happy I got this, because, you know, I definitely, it sucks though, because the only DMX albums I own are picture discs, but hey, it's cool. And I do plan on getting It's Dark and Hell is Hot eventually when I can find it for the right price, but until then, I'm trying not to sweat it. It just makes me furious that people wait until they're gone to say, oh, I love this person. Well, if you fucking love them, then why weren't you showing them love before they died? And if you get offended by this video, then you're probably fucking one of them too. And if the shoe fits, wear it. Like, I don't give a fuck. It just annoys me. Like, how you gonna go from $18 to $150 when the matter of like a month, a day? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. Like, people are wicked fucking stupid with these prices lately. Like, it's getting to the point where it's like, even Linkin Park's second album, when it came out, like, motherfuckers snatched that shit up where you can't find a fucking copy of that anywhere. I wait until record store day, and hopefully it's on the list again this year, so hopefully we'll get it this year. I'm going down. My store only limits it one per customer. I'm going down and get my one copy. You know, I should just be an asshole and fucking go send 3 of my coworkers in there with money and fucking go buy them for me, and then fucking stock up on them and fucking be a stingy asshole and fucking jack up the price like all you assholes. But I ain't gonna do that, because that's not what I do. And I believe in selling stuff for a fair price. Like, a lot of my Manson's and certain other albums I paid a lot for, and it's getting to the point where I'm all done paying stupid amounts of money for an album. Like, if I can't go to the fucking store and find it, or if I can't go find it online, I'll wait till they repress it. I don't give a fuck if it's 10 years from now. I got fucking Spotify, I got CDs, I got all that other shit. And yes, my preferred way to listen to music is vinyl. But honestly, like, the way people are today with vinyl, it just blows my mind. And I ain't got a whole lot to talk about on that. I just want to know what your guys' thoughts are. If you guys have any input, just comment below. You know the deal. Let me know what you think. I mean, do you think it's stupid? Do you even like DMX? Did you go on eBay and see how much they're charging for shit? Like, I'm gonna post a couple pictures clearly and shit, but it's fucking crazy. Like, it's fucking crazy. Like, I don't understand what the fuck's going on. But anyways, that's all I got for today. I got another video coming soon. I'm going to try to post one more this week. If not, I'll see you guys next week. And you know how it goes. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. Be kind to each other. Spend time with your family. Spend time with your loved ones while they're still here. And make sure you tell them you love them while they're still here. Because that's really important. You know, you can fucking deal with your bullshit another day, but hug your family today. You know what I'm saying? Alright, guys. Take it easy. Keep spinning that vinyl. Peace.